Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Anchorage Ice Tigers Draft Glory franchise mode here in NHL 23. So we're up here in the conference finals for the third consecutive season. Didn't expect us to get here again, but this team has surprised me with some of their efforts. Some of the goaltending and stuff like that has definitely surprised me as well. But we're going to be taking on Colorado, which is definitely, I think, going to be our toughest task yet. But they didn't really have the best regular season until right near the end. As you can see, they were 9-1 going into the playoffs, but only a 42-30-10 record, which isn't really that great. So it should be interesting to see if we can win this and get to another Stanley Cup Finals. Winner will face either Buffalo or Carolina. So let me show you guys their roster again, just in case you forget. But their roster is kind of interesting. They do also have another former player, which I'll show you in a bit. But this is their team. It's not the best, but for some weird reason, they're playing Daniel DeRocher, who was a 50-goal guy last season on the fourth line. He only had like 17 goals this year, averaging like 9 minutes of ice time. So they really should be playing this guy up there in their top six, but for some reason, they threw him down to the fourth line, and he has really struggled. And then, yeah, Trey Farrell, our former defender, he is also playing there in Colorado. So another former player. That's 3 straight teams we've had to place a former player. They also have Elijah Matsumoto, which some of you might recognize from when we lost the Stanley Cup Finals against the New York Islanders a few years ago. So I'm really hoping that we could beat this team and get to another Stanley Cup Finals. Would be great to have another Stanley Cup Finals chance, because I honestly didn't expect this team to get to a conference finals for 3 consecutive years, but here we are. Especially after losing 3 stud defenders, Coley Minen, Harakala, and also Zikov, we've found ourselves somehow back up here with another chance to go to another Cup Finals. So, despite all odds, we are up here. Hopefully, we could get to the Stanley Cup Finals. So here we go. Let's get into game number 1 and waste no time. See if we could pull off another huge win in the playoffs. And actually, let me make sure first that Aiden Tays is in net. Because Aiden Tays has been our playoff machine so far in between the pipes, and he's going to start this conference finals. Coscarena absolutely terrible in 4 games, but look at the numbers from Tays. A .938 through 9 games. So if he continues on that pace, we are definitely going to be going to the Cup Finals. But if he doesn't, then there's going to be some problems. So we need this defensive core to keep doing what they're doing right now. And we need our offensive to keep going. Our first line was good for the most part. Like, Parrott's been good, but Keith and Hartnell have been really underperforming. The second line's been really good. Farrell's been good. Bobkov's been good. Like, the third line's been outperforming these 2 guys on the top line. So I really hope that Keith and Hartnell get going in this round, because if they don't, then we might suffer also quite a few losses, because it's not great when a 92 and an 88 aren't really doing much, you know. Like, look at this. 6 points in 12 games. 5 points in 12 games. Hartnell did score last game, and that was the game-winning goal. So maybe he is due for a little bit of a heating up process. So hopefully that is the case to get us all the way to the Cup Finals again. So here we go. Game number 1 in Colorado. Can we take a 1-0 series lead and get another chance closer to the Stanley Cup Finals? First period of game number 1. We're down 4-2. Oh boy. Oh boy, I have a tough decision to make. That's a very bad first period from Aiden Tays. Like I said, we need him to do good, and he allows 4 goals in the first period. Claxton and Parrott score, which is good, but we're down by 2 goals after 1. At least we're still in this game, but the goaltending in this game so far, not good. Maybe Aiden Tays has found his kryptonite, which means I might have to try and go with Coscarenta, or I could always try and call up Novikov, which I don't know, I might be willing to do, depending on where the AHL team is playoff-wise. They might have gotten eliminated by now. Yikes. Very bad first period. We need to definitely have a better second period than that. Second period, 5-2. Aiden Tays still in net, lost 5 goals on 26 shots. Looks like we're going to lose game 1 on home ice. Yeah, this Colorado team, even though they just barely made the playoffs, probably, it's looking a lot better than they should be. Like I said, they were 9-1 going into the postseason. They score 5 goals against Houston in game 1. Parrott makes it 5-3. Power play. Come on, can we get another? No, we can't. At least our offense is still good, but that's not a good defensive start at all. Not at all. And yeah, we lose game 1, 5-3. I definitely need to make some changes. Our defense was playing okay, really good last round, I'd say. The first round, not so much, so we need to play like we did last round, basically. if we want to win this series. Parrott from Danner and Claxon. Claxon from Bouwmeester and Jorgensen. And Parrott's 9th from Eichel. Yeah, I think I might have to go to Koskinen in the next game. Yeah, maybe Taze is just playing too much. Like, he's been phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but I think he needs maybe a day off just to kind of, like, re-get that mindset about winning games, you know. There's only one game. It's not the end of the world, but we definitely need to stay on our horse here. We know that Colorado can score goals now. So, yeah, Koskinen is going to get a chance for the first time in a while. Also, to be a little bit more tough, we are going to throw in Sabrin, the enforcer. And defensively, do we want to make a change? Let's go Danner back on the top 6, or top 2 pairing. And yeah, these guys really need to find themselves, Keith and Hartnell. Let's try Claxon as the top liner. Yeah, we're going to try Claxon on the top line and move Derek Keith down to the second line. Maybe change the complexion between Hartnell and Keith, and hopefully they get going a little bit, because it's not been great for them so far. So that's the only change we're going to make, really. Did the AHL team get eliminated, out of curiosity? I think they did. Yeah, they did, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Novikov had some really good stats last time I checked, and now he lost literally most of the games he played. He went 1-3-1 since we last looked, and his numbers really dropped off a lot. He's actually listed as a backup goalie. So if Koskinen plays bad this game, I'm going to call up Novikov for one game again. And if he plays good, maybe he'll stay up here and get our team maybe to a cup finals. Who knows? He played a couple of years ago in the NHL as one playoff game. He's landing of like our last resort right now, but he more likely will be in the NHL full-time next season. Here we go, game number 2. Can we tie this series up? Because I do not want to go down 0-2 headed to Colorado. That would not be good. This is a tough building to play in, so. First period of game 2. 3-0 us. That's a big answer. Keith and Hartnell both score as well, so the line change maybe helped. And then a shorthanded goal from Darby. We've got like 4 shorthanded goals in the playoffs, so we've been pretty good in terms of getting goals while we don't have a lot of men on the ice. Shots are 11-11. We're up 3-0 after 1. Let's add to this lead in the second period. 4-1. Let's go. Reinhardt scores, and then McEachern scores. Koskinen's playing solid. 1 goal against on 15 shots isn't too bad. Let's see if he can hold on to this lead here in the third period and tie the series up, headed to Colorado. Power play early to start the third, and we do not capitalize. It's all right. Claxon scores. That's good to see him score a goal. 5-1. Big penalty kill here, and we managed to kill it off. That was like a 5-minute major, maybe. Yeah, this was definitely a great response from this team. We didn't play good in game 1, and we played good defensively in game 2 here, and really good offensively, and we have tied this series headed to Colorado, which is also huge. So Hartnell from Parrott and Claxon, Keith from Bobkov and Bouwmeester, Darby from Parrott, Reinhardt from LaRose and Danner, and Claxon from Hartnell and Parrott. 3 stars of the game, Parrott, Hartnell, and Claxon. So there we go. We have tied this series up. I might go back to Taze soon. We'll have to see about that. Okay, so we have a 1-1 series headed back to Colorado. We'll headed to Colorado. This might be one of those series that goes 7 games at this rate. Just gotta hope that we continue playing good defensively like last game. And let's see, Koskinen stats. I feel like I should go back to Taze, but Koskinen just got the win, so if Koskinen plays bad this game, we'll go back to Taze. But if Koskinen plays another good game, he's definitely technically the starter, so we'll ride with the hot goalie basically until they're not hot, so to speak. So we have a 1-1 series headed into Colorado. Can we win some games on the road to potentially get ourselves a series lead here? That would be huge. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we have another effort like last game, because that was a good response from a really poor first game. First period of game 3. 2-0 Colorado. Back to kind of the way it was in game 1, which is not great. At least usually when 2 goals happen in the first period for one team, sometimes you answer back with 2 goals of your own, so I'm hoping that's the case this time around. But Ruutu scores 2 goals on Koskinen. 2 goals on 11 shots. I might honestly go back to Taze next game because that's not great. Depends on how he plays the rest of the game, but let's see if we can get at least a goal back in the second period to get us back into this game. Second period, still 2-0. That's not good. At least Koskinen is not doing terrible. 2 goals on 22 shots. He's keeping us in it. We definitely need to find a way to score 2 goals here in this third period, though, or else we're going to be down 2-1 in the series. And then we're going to have to get a win here in Colorado, or else that sets us up for not a good situation. So let's see what happens here. Real-time simulation. Let's get at least a goal here early on to pull us within 1. Come on, boys. We need to get the offense going. We scored a lot of goals last game, but it's drying up here, and Gerbeshkov makes it 3-0. And this is a bad response the opposite way, huh? They are playing good defensively against us. Parrott makes it 3-1. Okay, Parrott. I see you. At least we got a goal here late, but we're going to be down 2-1 in the series to the Avs. Yeah, this is definitely a series that could go to 7 games depending on how the next game performs. But, yeah, the offense needs to be back to where it was last game, not this type of game. So I am going to go back to Taze, even though Koskinen wasn't terrible in that game. He got the loss, though, so we'll go with Taze, and we might make some adjustments to our forward core a little bit again. Like, I might move Keith back up, to be honest. Just because he's obviously the better overall player. So, and I will go back to Hagos in the lineup because I don't want to take penalties against the Avs team. I just don't. So, we'll go back to this, I think. I might try something random, like, what I want to try. Yeah, I'm going to try something random again. Bobkov on the left side, Parrott on the right side. And yeah, Jorgensen back down here on the third line. And yeah, we'll go with Cleanan on the top pairing instead of Bouwmeester. Yeah, let's try some drastic changes. I know we're not in a do-or-die situation, but if we win this game, at least we have a tie series. If we lose this game, then we got to win 3 straight against an Avs team that has been doing pretty well offensively against us. They have 9 goals in 3 games. We have 9 goals as well. It's been a really even series technically. Here we go. Let's see if Taze is back and ready to perform like he did in the first 2 rounds. Can we tie the series up at 2? Come on, guys. First period. Scoreless. I'll take it. They're outshooting us 15-8, which is not a good sign that we're getting outplayed again, but at least it's a scoreless period. Definitely need to find ways to get more rubber, like I always say, to the net, though, when we get badly outshot like this. So hopefully we can get a goal in the second period for us. That'd be good. The second period? Oh, boy. Down 3-1 going into the third, and they're outshooting us 31-18. Yeah, I don't see this as a series that we might win. We have to win 3 straight games if we lose this game. Trey Farrell scores against us, of course. Darby got a goal for us, which is good, but we need 2 goals here in this third period, or else we're going to be down 3-1 in the series, and we're going to have to win 3 straight games against this Avs team. Let's see what happens. I'm not putting this one on Taze. He's facing a lot of shots in this game. The team's just not getting enough offensive chances generated. Oh, my voice is trying to go on me. Come on, guys. Where's the offense that we had in that game where we won 5-1? It's completely dried up. And, yep, we're going to lose 3-1, and we are down 3-1 now in this series. We've only have 2 goals in our last 2 games as well. That's not good. And, yeah, Matsumoto is playing like he did last year when, or not last year, 2 years ago when they won the Stanley Cup, the Islanders against us. So, got to win 3 straight games. 2 of them at least would be on home ice. So, definitely need to throw this to the ringer and try and find a way to get us the win. Let's try some stuff randomly again. Yeah, let's just try some random stuff at this rate. Gotta find something that works, you know. Okay, I think we found something. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. And, I don't know if we should start Taze or Koskinen. I think I'm going to start Taze again. He's been definitely the better goalie in the playoffs. We could always try something outrageous. I want to try Parrott down the middle, though. I want to try Parrott down the middle. Hmm. Yeah, we're just going to throw like this complete random lineup. So there you go. Our forward core like this. Parrott as a center. Keith as the second line center. We just got to find something. Something to get 3 straight wins, you know. And I want to start Taze, but I could always call up Novikov. I don't know if he's ready to be that guy here. To win us 3 straight games. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to call up Novikov yet. I'll let him play in the NHL next year, but this is potentially Taze's last game with this team because I think he'd more likely let go unless we want to go with the 3-headed monster in terms of goaltending. But this could be our window closing right in front of us unless we win 3 straight games here. Here we go, real-time simulation on home ice. Let's win those 3 games, guys. Let's win those 3 games. We could do it. We have the offensive output to do it. But we've only scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, which is not good. Penalty kill here in the first period. We kill it off. Nicely done. Let's get that first goal, boys. Keith and Hartnell, you guys have been really quiet in this postseason. And we give up a goal with 47 seconds left in the first. That's not good. We're shooting 11-9, so at least we're getting chances in this game. But we're down 1-0 after 1. That's not good. Can we tie this game up in the second period? This might be the last time we see some of these players on this team too. Hey, Jorgensen scores. Let's go. Ties it up at 1. Jorgensen is also getting close to retirement age, which is not good. So this might be his last run at a Stanley Cup as Brett Harrison makes it 2-1 Avs. That's not good. And we answer back with a power play goal from Parrott, and Reinhart scores. Let's go. Okay, offense. I see you. Biker Beshkov answers right back. They always have an answer for us, and now DeRocher scores on that 4th line. We're down 4-3. Yeah, we're definitely losing this game. Our offense has finally woken up, but we're giving up too much now. Shots are 25-15. We need a strong output here in this third period. We need at least 1 goal, or else our season is going to come down in the conference finals again. Come on, boys. We need 1 goal, and Danner gets it early in the third. That's a good way to start off the third period here, Danner. Less than a minute in, too. And then we get the lead again, Jorgensen. This has been a really back and forth game here. Come on, guys. Penalty kill. Hey, let's go. Hago is his first NHL goal. He didn't even play a game in the regular season and makes it 6-4. Final few minutes, and Cole makes it 6-5. And we managed to hold off Colorado by 1 goal. And now next game is a huge game for the Avs and huge game for us too. We win the next game, we force the game 7. We lose the next game, we obviously lose in this round, but that is a big victory. Hagos actually had multiple points in that game, but we escaped with a 6-5 victory. Not a good defensive effort, but the offense stepped up. Hagos gets 3rd star. What a stud. There we go. Not a good performance from Taze. I might honestly want to go back to Koskarena, but I honestly don't know. I think I'll go to Koskarena because Taze has had a couple rough starts in a row. But we need to win 2 more games in a row. That's all it is just 2 games. We win those 2 games. We get to the Cup Finals. We lose those 2 games. Or, well, we lose one of those 2 games. We are out. So, yeah, Koskarena actually will start this game. And, yeah, we'll keep the lineup the same, I think. Actually, Jorgensen was really good that game, so I'll move him up and move Wong down. But, yeah, it's a really weird-looking lineup. But we got to keep Parrott down the middle. Maybe that will help us in terms of winning faceoffs and stuff. But come on, guys. We win this game. We force a Game 7 back on home ice. And then anything can happen in it. Come on, you guys do it. We have been to 3 straight conference finals. We have the experience. Let's do this. Let's force a Game 7. Come on. Real-time simulation. Can we force a Game 7 back on home ice? Let's do it for our fans, boys. Let's do it for our fans back there in Anchorage. Those that are ice fishing and whatever they do in Alaska. Come on, guys. Oh, very quiet first period here. No goals for both teams. 11-6 to shots in favor of Colorado. So we need more rubber to the net again. Very quiet offensive period. Let's see if we can find something, though, to go our way in the second. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get to a Game 7. Power play here. And we do not convert. Damn, our power play has been good, so it's kind of surprising it didn't score there. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, final few minutes of the second period, and it's still scoreless. I feel like we're going to go to an overtime situation in this game. Or there's going to be a goal late all of a sudden, and we're going to lose this game or win this game. Shots are 23-19 in favor of the Avs. And where it's a scoreless game. And we need that next one. The next goal is huge for whoever it is. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get that next one. Come on. We've had some big third period goals here in this round so far, like last game. Penalty kill. Killed off. Killed off. Nicely done. Power play for us. And they get a short-handed goal. No. Don't do this to me, game. A short-handed goal? Are you kidding me? I'm going to intervene and watch this, even though we might get eliminated here. Because this is one of those games that's very big for us, right? But, man, a short-handed goal against... This sim engine really knows how to get on your nerves, you know? We're a better offensive team than them, apparently. It's crazy, but... Oh, boy. Let's watch this game. Our first one watching on the road, I think, or one of our firsts. Barrett can't win the draw. We only have 2 minutes to get a goal. That's not good. Brett Harrison walks in. He had the short-handed goal, finds route too, and that's stopped by Coscarena. That's a huge save to keep us in this one. Oh boy. We came this far to get to another conference finals, and looks like we're gonna be knocked out here, huh? Draisaitl on the draw against Parrott. Come on, Parrott. Tie up and a face-off win. Ricardo Hartnell down to the final minute and 20 seconds. We need a goal. Ricardo Hartnell with a shot that bounced off a body and just missed. We're into the final minute. We should be pulling the goalie soon since we have possession, but it doesn't look like we're going to yet. Why are you evacuating the side? Man, there's like completely nobody over on that side. Gerbeshkov walks in with it for the Avs. Good hit there by Kalinin, I think that is. Or no, that's Danner. Draisaitl the route too, a good save. We're into the final 40 seconds. We need chances here, guys. And we need to pull that goalie. Oh my goodness, that was a bad pass. You need to make a better pass than that in the final minute of the conference finals, guys. Hartnell intercepts it, and we already pulled the goalie even though we were in the defensive zone still. Which might be the right move. Parrott! He scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that's the goal of the century right there. We might be going to overtime here. And we might be in for a long overtime. Avery Parrott with his 12th goal of the playoffs. Maybe forcing an overtime situation here. Was not expecting that. We pull the goalie. Parrott just stays with it. Pokes it away. Gets it back again. Shoots this one. It's a muffin shot. Goes 5-hole. And that's a goal that Colorado would like to have back. Wow. The question is, if we get the next one, are we going to win Game 7? Wow, okay. Didn't expect us to tie it up, to be honest, while intervening and watching this, but guess we've had some bad luck sometimes with intervening. Actually, no, we've had some good luck with intervening, actually, for the most part. Oh, boy. I am surprised. Get it away, guys. Get it away. Get it away. Nice play, Danner. Ah! Zancanaro nearly ended the series right there. We're going to overtime in this crucial Game 6. We get that next goal. We force a Game 7. We allow the next goal. We get eliminated in 6. I really hope that Parrott goal was for nothing. Wasn't for nothing. Okay, let's see what happens in OT, because this might be a long episode now that we're actually watching an overtime game. And that we might have still another game to worry about. So, here we go. Let's get that next one. Don't let Trey Farrell score the OT winner since he's a former player of ours. Here's Ricardo Hartnell here early into overtime. Walking in, making a move. Throws it up front. Darby with a chance. That's turned away. That was a good play. Nasty Deke and a great one-timer. Here's Danner. Throws it up to Parrott. Parrott with it. Oh, Parrott, come on. Avery can't get by. Still battling for the puck and lost it. Come on, guys. Nice hit. Danner with it. Ryan Danner finds it to Hartnell. Hartnell gets it to Darby. Darby skates in with it. Can't get a shot. And now Gerbeshkov has it. Come on, defenders. Rutu walks in, gets a shot that's turned away, loose puck in front, and a good play by Kalinin to recover that puck. Darby over to Hartnell. Hartnell's had some big OT goals in the past. Darby with a quick release in. Matsumoto will stop it. Hopefully this isn't a game that goes to double overtime, because I don't want this episode being like 50-60 minutes. Like, I'm sorry that I've had long episodes as of recent, because like it's just been way too long, some of them. Like, I don't know who watches all those, but come on, boys. Keith out there with Claxton and Jorgensen, this makeshift second line, or yeah, makeshift second line, because we've been playing with the lines quite a bit. Abraham Porter walks in, gets a deke to the net, and Koskarana just throws it over to Kalinin. Kalinin to Danner. Up there, here's the captain, Jorgensen. Finds it to Kalinin. Kalinin over to Keith. Derek Keith powers by. Throws it to Claxton. Oh, front, Jorgensen, a shot, stop, rebound, scores! Derek Keith. He has not had a good playoffs, but he has forced a Game 7 back in Colorado. Let's go. Wow, I didn't expect us to win this game when I intervened, to be honest. Ooh. What an effort. This team is doing it all here. Claxton's pumped up too. Look at all the boys. We have forced a Game 7. Let's skip through this because I don't want this to be a long episode. Wow, Derek Heath, the game-winning goal. He hasn't done much in the playoffs so far, but look at that. That makeshift second line gets the game-winning goal. Claxton threw it to the net, and in a weird play by Jorgensen, just like soft puck, Keith gets the rebound, pots it in, and Derek Keith with maybe the biggest goal of his career. Look at that beard too he grows in the playoffs. I think he has the same game face as Jorgensen also though, which is kind of funny. But there you go. A huge goal to maybe get us into the Stanley Cup Finals. We need to win Game 7 still, which that's going to be quite a showdown. We came back from 3-1 to force a Game 7. I haven't had that happen in quite a while, so Matsumoto, their second star, their goaltender. Not a surprise. This guy's been a beast for them in this playoff run so far. And the first star of the game, Kari Koskarana. Kari Koskarana. He's going to probably start Game 7. He's been definitely picking it up as of late. Taze has kind of dropped off too, so we're going to a Game 7. Let's see who's going to the Cup Finals in the East. We don't know yet. It's a Game 7 over there too. Damn. Let's go to edit lines quickly and make sure our lineup is set the way we want it for Game 7. I think it is. Yep, I think it is. Game 7 for all of the marbles. One of these teams is going to the Stanley Cup Finals, and I hope it's us since we just won 2 straight games. Makes me feel good about our chances here, but let's see what happens. We're on home ice as well. Let's use that home ice to our advantage and get to that Stanley Cup Finals here. Come on, boys. Real-time simulation all game. Penalty kill to start the game. Not a great way to start a game, taking a penalty, but we killed it off nicely. And then Ted Darby opens the scoring. Let's go, Darby. Let's go. That's how you start off a Game 7. By getting the game's first goal. Darby's been pretty good in this playoff run. And I am so glad that I have him locked up on a pretty cheap contract too. So shots are 14-10 in favor of Colorado. We're up by 1 goal after 1. Let's add some insurance here in a second, please, boys. Zancanaro makes it 1-1. This is another close game. Like last game, Hartnell scores a power play goal. Let's go. Hartnell's getting going too now. After Keith scored the OT winner, Hartnell wants to score goals now too. Which is exactly what this team needs. Is those guys to get going. Final few minutes here in the second period. And Hagos. A huge goal. That's his second goal of the playoffs. This youngster's not played in a regular season NHL game. But he's now got 2 goals, I think, in the series. And we're up by 2 goals going into the third. We're a period away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals after we were down 3-1. Let's see what happens. Come on, guys. Lock it down. Lock it down. I'll also intervene in the final, 2 minutes or whatever, potentially. Nice penalty kill there. We're still up by 2 goals. Despite all odds, final few minutes. Let me intervene right now. Despite all odds, it's looking like we're going to be going to a Stanley Cup Finals for the 3rd time? Yeah, the 3rd time. Because we also lost to another team way before the Islanders, right? I think it was the Florida, right? I'm pretty sure. I did not expect us to get this far this season, so this team definitely, like, with all the defensive losses, you think we'd not get another chance at a Stanley Cup, but here we are, a couple minutes away from going to a Stanley Cup Finals again. Oh, wow, what the heck happened there? I don't know if that was a save or not. I completely was looking the opposite way when that happened. Harrison walks out, another good save from Koskinen. It's good to see the redemption arc of Koskinen. A rough start to the playoffs, but then Tays had a rough round here against Colorado, so Koskinen's gotten more starts and he's been better. So we'll see who ends up being the one that plays more games in the Cup Finals if we get there. Obviously, I'm not counting Colorado out yet since it's only a 2-goal lead with a $1.35 left, so let's go, boys. Let's keep it up. Nice poke check, Hartnell. Good to see a sniper playing good defense. Hartnell busts on by, makes a move, still with it, a shot at Matsumoto to save. I love Hartnell's speed. Yeah, I really didn't expect a team to do this good still. Like, we have a great offensive core, but that defensive core is average. It's not, like, overrated good. Because we had one point, we had a 91, an 89, and an 87 in our top 4. And now we're down to an 82 as our top defender. Or 2 82s as our top 2 defenders. And now we're less than a minute away from going to the Cup Finals again. Really didn't expect it, but maybe the leadership core on the forward group, like Parrott, Jorgensen, the guys that have been here a long time, they know what to do. And we're going to get a chance to potentially here play for another Stanley Cup, which is awesome. Especially considering the last time we were in the Cup Finals, I suffered probably the hardest time ever in a franchise mode when Yuri Kulich scored that shorthanded OT goal and then presumed to get a hat trick in Game 7. So, Avery Parrott sparked the comeback. Late goal to get us into Game 6, and then we won an OT. And somehow we are going to find our way there as the goalie's having trouble getting out of the net. We had a wide open net. What the heck was happening there? That was weird. I honestly have no idea what happened there, but the goalie got stuck between going out and not going out. And we almost had a wide open net. Well, we are going to be going to the Stanley Cup Finals for another shot at Lord Stanley with a 3-1 win. We're 4 wins away from a Stanley Cup. I am really proud of this team. I didn't expect us to get this far, like I said, but here we are. Without Zhikov, without Coley Minen, without Hirakawa, without the other Zhikov, without any former player, and we're 4 wins away from a Stanley Cup. Jorgensen, maybe this is his last shot at a Stanley Cup. And maybe the window is open for at least this one more round. It might close after this round, but there you go. Jorgensen getting another Clarence S. Campbell Bowl. That's their 3rd one, I'm pretty sure, like I said. Oh, man. Proud of this team. Coming back from a 3-1 deficit. I haven't seen that happen for us in a while, so there we go. Malik Reinhart had 2 assists. Like, our 4th line came through with some big points in that game. Hartnell, the 2nd start, with a power play goal and had some other chances when we watched. Dan Koskinen again with the redemption arc. And yeah, we are going to the Stanley Cup Finals. The question is, are we playing Buffalo or Carolina? I know Buffalo is a good team in a regular season, so I'm kind of scared. It is going to be Buffalo. We're taking on the Sabres for the Stanley Cup. Interesting. They are definitely the best team we've faced yet in the playoffs. Yep, they have home ice advantage on us. They went 54-25-3. We went 46-26-10. Ooh, okay. Let's do our due diligence and take a look at our player stats. And then we'll take a look at what Buffalo is looking like, what their stats are like during the playoffs and regular season. And then that'll be it for this episode. But despite Derek Keith not having a great playoffs and Ricardo Hartnell kind of picking up his pace a little bit, I am surprised we got to another Cup Finals here. The addition definitely with Bobkov developing quite well, Hagos doing solid as a depth option, has definitely turned this team into being pretty solid. But we need to win 4 games. And Koskinen is going to start the Cup Finals because of his play recently. But if need be, we might go back to Tays, and hopefully Tays could play like he was in the first 2 rounds. But let's take a look at those Buffalo Sabres, who is going to win the Stanley Cup? Buffalo is definitely the favorite based on the regular season, but are we the cheese team to beat them? Is the question. And yeah, this is their team, and it's definitely the best team we've faced yet offensively. Schroeder, Malachi Gallant, who I could have drafted at one point. They also have Ferrario, second line Lafreniere, Tavares, and Cam. A third line of Marco Rossi, Nicholas, and Gunler, and a fourth line of Jacobson, Kuznetsov, and also Landon McCollum. Yeah, pretty good forward core. Defensively, they got Santiago Ruidel. That's funny. Ruidel. Chuck O'Brien. Emmanuel Veilleux. Owen Power still playing at 35. Damn. Johan Johansson. That's a cool name. And William Baldwin. One of the Baldwin brothers. Goaltending-wise, they have Elliot Camachi. Who, this guy was a solid goalie in the regular season win-wise. And Casey Bartley. Depth-wise, they have Daniel Parenteau, Kasper Simtomovil, and Sammy Tikkanen. Oh boy. Yeah, that's definitely the best team we've faced yet. But maybe we will be able to beat them. You never know. Never know. Let's take a look at who's leading them in stats in terms of players, like points and stuff. I want to take a look at that too. Malachi Gallant, Ferrario, and Schroeder. So their top guns are their main cause of offense. But they look like a human team after all. -10 for one guy. Goddamn. And yeah, goaltending hasn't been great either. So it's going to be probably a pretty close matchup. Or it should be. But is it actually going to be like that? Let's take a look comparison-wise, regular season-wise. They won the President's Trophy. Please have the President's Trophy curse. We were better offensively than them in the regular season. They were better defensively. They were worse power play-wise. Damn, 14% on the power play. And they were better on the penalty kill. So better defensively for Buffalo, or better offensively, kind of as I expected. And playoff-wise so far, let's take a look at comparison-wise. We are 12-7. They're 12-8. We have scored the same amount of goals in less games. So we're better offensively. We're better defensively. We're better power play-wise. And we're better penalty kill-wise. So technically, we are the better of the two teams. But they had a better regular season. So it's going to be very close to see what happens. It might be a series that goes 7 games. But hopefully not. Because that would be having me on edge a little bit. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Anchorage Ice Tigers Draft Glory franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Buffalo Sabres, where we look to win our first and probably only Stanley Cup. So guys, think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.